Hello, good afternoon, students. Let us start today's microprocessor virtual lab session. Today we will be doing a program to check the number of ones and zeros in a given number. So the number of which we have to find out number of ones and zeros. It is given in the program. Normally we go for the data which is in memory, but in this program we are giving the data as a part of the program. So let us go through the program. So the program starts with the org assembly directive. Org 2000H means the program will be stored in the memory starting from 2000H onwards when it is converted into opcodes, and then it will be stored in the memory. So then the next statement is we are initializing the register C with 00 and D with the 00. Both these registers, they are meant for storing the result. The C will contain the number of zeros in the given number, and the D will contain the number of ones in the given number. Now in the third statement, we are moving the given number into the accumulator, that is move immediate accumulator F0. So here F0 is our number. Now again we are going for one more register, that's B, which is used here as a counter. So now once these initializations are done, then we are going for the rotation of the number in the accumulator. So we are rotating through carry left. So as you go on rotating, the MSB bit will move into the carry flag position, and then you can check the carry flag status. Based on the carry flag status, either you can increment register C or increment register D. So after every rotation, you have to either go for incrementing C or D depending upon the carry flag status. If the carry flag is 0, then you should go for register C incrementation. If the carry flag is 1, you should go for D incrementation. And after every rotation, you have to decrement the B, which maintains the number of rotations that you have done. And after decrementing B, you have to check whether the B is 0 or not. If it is 0, means the number of rotations you have done is reached its maximum value, that's 8. Then you should stop the program. Otherwise, you have to keep repeating the loop involving rotating the accumulator content, incrementing the register C or register D depending upon the carry flag status. So at the end of the loop repetition, then if you check, the register C will contain the number of zeros and the register D will contain the count corresponding to number of ones. So that way you can check the result in register C and register D. So let us copy this program and go to the simulator. So I'll start the simulator. Now go to the edit option and paste your program. So your program got pasted. Check the program and go for auto correction. Save the program. Now let us go for assemble option. Now you can see that the program is there in the assembler workspace. Now the accumulator supposed to be initialized with the F0, which is our given data, and register C, register D, they are initialized with 00 at the beginning. So now let us go for the execution of the program. So we'll go for the run all at once. So after executing the program, you have to see the register C and register D. So before you go for the execution, run all at once, you have to load the starting address over here. You have to enter the starting address of your program. It's 2000. So let us go for the option run all at once in the simulator window. We have already given the starting address. Now the program has been executed. If you check the result C and D, they both have the 4 and 4. Means the number of zeros in the given number are 4 and number of ones are also 4. So let us go to the editor, do some changes in the data and run the program again. So let us say instead of F0, I'll go for the F7. Now let us execute the program. I'll go for the auto correction and then assemble option. Now if you see the program which is in the assembler workspace, now the accumulator is being initialized with the F7. The rest of the things are retained as it is. Now if you execute the program, the register C should have 1 and register D should have 7, because in F7 number of ones are 7 and number of zeros are 1. So let us go for the option run all at once. Now you can check the registers. Accumulator is having F7 and register C is having 01 and register D is having 07. So let us go for one more data. I'll go to the editor. Now let us say instead of F7, I'll go for the say 27. So 27 means here let us say instead of 27, let us go for 25. So 25 means here the number of ones will be 3 and number of zeros will be 5. So 2 means 0 0 1 0, 5 means 0 1 0 1. So here the number of ones will be 3 and number of zeros will be 5. So let us go for the execution. So I'll just go for the auto correction and then go for assemble and then select the option run all at once. Now as expected, the accumulator is having 25 and the register C is having 05 and register D is having 03. So that way you can check the program for any given number of 8-bit. Here the 8-bit is a part of the program, but you can keep the 8-bit in a memory location also. The only thing is that if you keep the memory location, the 8-bit data in the memory location, you have to transfer the data from memory location to accumulator. And if you want the result to be in the memory location, then you can transfer the result from register C or register D to the memory location. So what is the procedure? Transfer the register C, register D content to the memory location through accumulator. You have to move the content of C to the accumulator and then from accumulator to memory. Similarly, from register D to accumulator and from accumulator to memory. So that way you can keep the data in the memory. You can store the result in the memory location also by doing some slight changes. I hope all of you have understood the concept and the logic in the program. So let us wind up the session over here. We will do one more program in our next meeting. Thank you all for joining the session.